So good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. My name is Stefan Run and we are here until 8 o'clock. We got a packed show for you again this morning. We have General Manager O'Brien Haynes will join us. We have some new programming coming to Synergy TV and he's going to tell us all about it. And then we're going to talk to David Naked, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Sport, and he has a coach with him from Barcelona. They're running a program or they're about to engage in a partnership that would boost the sector where we're talking about football, the sport of football, and improving that sector so that we come up to the standard now. So we're producing better players, all right? And like I told you all, they have a lot of things going on, a lot of things that are not being told and spoken of. I saw an article yesterday in the paper, boy, and I can't deal with it this morning, but I will deal with it on Monday, hopefully. It has to do with the World Bank. And I do not know how many people would have seen that article, but that article speaks to where Trinidad and Tobago is headed, all right? Just like the U.S. Embassy official, and that article that I had to highlight after they put it on page 8 in the paper, that spoke to Trinidad and Tobago going to break out into prosperity coming on to the end of this year into 2027. The World Bank is now making a projection that Trinidad and Tobago's growth will move from 0.7 where it currently is and has been for a while to 3.2 at the start of during this year. And you have to understand why that growth is taking place. But I don't have time to explain that this morning. I will do so on Monday. In the meantime, outside of that, we will touch base with Chris Gill on the incident with the cyclist down at Skinner Park, because I don't want to let that go. All ain't getting off easy, you know. A man can't go out to compete in a sport and slam into a fence and die. And nothing comes of it. Something has to be done, all right? So yeah, let's get cracking with some of the headlines very quick. Good morning to the regional viewers, everybody watching us internationally. I see Chef Shiraz is here. He has already given me my yogurt. And by the way, Chef, look at this medal now. Where to go? Here? Look at this medal. This is the Stefan Run medal. It is here. Look at the size of this medal.
Like a WWE, boy.
It's bigger than the average medal. Yeah. When the fella brought it in for me, he says, Stefan, that's a big medal, you know. They're the size of medal is given at the Olympics. I'm telling you, if you see the details on this, and to the back, everything engraved. You didn't quit. April 26, 2026. Run, Stefan Run, everything to the back here, as you can see, engraved. So for those of you who have not registered yet, I'm sorry, but we only have about 100 spaces left. Maybe less by the end of play today. So if you don't get registered, you won't get one of these. And I can tell you, this alone, Chris say, boy, you sure you charging $200? For the medal alone worth more than $200. If you feel the weight on this, I'm telling you, you know. And we had downsized this, from the original design. It was supposed to be a little bigger than this,
that big.
But I had to thank Digimaniacs, thank you so much for the design and everything that you have provided, and even your sponsorship of the 10th place prize at Run Stefan Run for this year. But what Digimaniacs has done here with this design, brother, the man take his time with this, you know, birds, and seeing it in real. Seeing it in real. This is a real big upgrade from the first 2 years, From the first, it's 2 years here, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, no, from the first 3 years. Because the first year we used the normal medal with sticker and thing, and then the second year we went to a customized medal, and then the third year we went to another customized medal, but I didn't understand how to design it now in those years. So I didn't know that you just have to identify certain things, so when you send it to China, they know, you understand how it works now, how it's supposed to be designed. If you have any little features like this, so if you have any little spaces in the middle, it's at a point in. So I didn't know, we were just sending a design, and somebody told me, I said, no, you just had to map it out, and the Digimaniacs came in, and they assisted with that, and they explained how you just have to, to lay it out for them now, the diagram and everything. And that's how we did it this year, and we finally have a real top of the line product here, boy. I feel like keeping all my medals, yes? Me get all of them. No, I'm telling you about the medal can real I'm telling you. That is you know. Anyhow, the medals are here. We're ready to go. All right. Let's get into some headlines very quickly because Sean Sobers as well did speak yesterday at the post-cabinet and he explained that CARICOM situation in detail. It's about 13 minutes long. I don't know if I'll have time to slip that in today as well either. We will see as we go along. We'll see if we can accommodate a few calls as well. I know we didn't take any yesterday, but we will see. We will see. Tobago pains for Angelica. Farley weighs jet ski ban as cops arrest suspect in girl's death at Pigeon Point. That is the headline. Angelica. Tobago House of Assembly Chief Secretary Farley Augustine is weighing an outright ban on the use of jet skis in Tobago following the tragic death of Angelica Jogi at Pigeon Point on Wednesday. Now, I saw a video with Farley speaking before they held the suspect. So this would have been before yesterday and before he was looking at this outright ban. And in that video, Farley was saying, we fed up talk to all here. There are rules. There are reasons why it have rules. The rules are there so that incidents like this do not happen. We have to investigate now to find out how this jet ski end up in the designated area for swimming, for bathing, right? And he kept stressing on the point that they have rules. And he said, we have met with you all on several occasions. And despite meeting with all is still overloading boats. All is still doing things all they want. And this is the problem in Trinidad and Tobago. And when the Prime Minister says it's a lawless dump, everybody wants to get vexed. Everybody wants to get vexed. Your accidents on the road, drivers in slowing down, they want to blame it on the rain. You understand? You have rules. And if those rules were obeyed, that child may not have been dead today. A matter of fact, if we obey the rules and the laws, right? Many of them, a lot of people wouldn't be dead today, including the 8-year-old child that died when the truck with the bricks slide down the hill and run straight into the yard and kill the child. Why? Because you overload the truck. And then we just want to sit down here and pretend. You know? I tell you, it's no cure for stupidity, you know. I fed up to that, you know. And unfortunately, sometimes the end result of someone's stupidity is death. Anyhow, give me the other one. Tour operators upset over 24-hour ban on water operations. Outside the Pigeon Point Heritage Park yesterday, the mood was somber as tour operators huddled together talking quietly about the incident that left Angelica Jogi dead. Their boats sitting empty, anchored nearby on the water. Many of them said they were disappointed that Chief Secretary Farley Augustine had announced a 24-hour ban on all operations. They said reef boats should not pay the price for jet ski operators flouting the rules. Well, you see, there we go again. It's a 24-hour ban. Well, you can't hold on for 24 hours. It's not a permanent ban. It's not a 2-month ban. It's not a 1-week ban. It's a 24-hour ban. For the least part to acknowledge that something that should not have happened. You understand what I'm saying? It cannot be business as usual. Something like that can happen, and then the next day, everybody just going on like normal and business like usual. You have the Maritime Services now. The Maritime Services Association is calling for stricter jet ski laws. Right? They called for the introduction of stricter legislation and tougher penalties for breaches of jet ski operation protocols, saying decisive action is needed to deter reckless behavior and prevent further loss of life. Ain't that a thing? Huh? Stricter legislation and tougher penalties to deter people from reckless behavior and prevent loss of life. But ain't that a hell of a thing? What I remind you of? Traffic fines, and when they increase it, oh God, and they're wicked, and they're only one a day. And the simple thing is, if you don't break the law, you don't pay the fine. It's a simple thing. Oh, I don't worry about them. Oh, I don't worry about that. Eh? Chef, you just worry about that? Anyone on any back was worried about the increase in traffic fines? This is such a noisy people, boy, just making noise for no reason. The lower the fine, the more likely people are to break the law. So when you have data that points in the direction of people breaking the law on a regular basis, you have to up the fine as a deterrent. So look, they're calling for that now. And that's the problem in Trinidad and Tobago. We're always waiting for the worst thing to happen before we take action. I tell you, if I play that video for you, but that video is about 11 minutes long with Fali talking, eh? But Fali said it, he said, we fed up talk to all you, we keep talking to all you, we keep telling all you, please do not break the rules, do not break the rules, do not break the rules. And he said, despite that, all you keep breaking the rules. I have the video with him talking that. So how much time you go talk then? If you understand what I'm saying. So we go to talk to Ole again. We'll come and say, well, fellas, here what's going on. We have rules. We'll come and tell all this same conversation again. The NCRHA welcomed 61 nurses into the health system. The NCRHA yesterday welcomed a cohort of 61 registered nurses. And in a release announcing the development, the NCRHA said its chairman, CEO, and members of the executive management team met with the new intake. It said the management team expressed sincere appreciation for the nurses' commitment to serve on the front line and their willingness to support nursing teams across the NCRHA facilities, saying this will help bolster capacity to better serve patients, their families, and citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. They also thanked the group for their dedication and encourage them to continue in a spirit of professionalism, love, and care. That's in the paper as well. Trinidad and Tobago finally recognizes Venezuela's interim president. Well, the Prime Minister did say a team would go. No, they have to. And this because, and it's not, and I know people are going to get this mixed up, but with the lifting of sanctions, it means now, of Delcy Rodriguez, it means now that either she is doing business with the U.S. or the U.S. is doing business with him. It's one out of the two. And in that light now, with the sanctions lifted, she could be acknowledged. But once she was sanctioned, and they had all these sanctions on her, you could not be acknowledged. It's a simple thing. It's like I get charged for a crime, but nobody is really sure if I'm innocent or guilty. So people might want to associate with me. You understand? Because they say, boy, he's a killer, you know. He killed two people up in a thing and whatever. And boom, now I go to court, and the court says, Stefan, you're innocent. And now people say, well, all right, you're innocent. Yeah, they go and say, now I could associate or reassociate myself with him. It's as simple as that, right? But they got to recognize her because business had to do, right? And that goes back to what the World Bank, that World Bank article, if you saw it in the paper yesterday in the Business Guardian, speaking to that growth of from 0.7% GDP to 3.2. What that means is more money, more investment, more jobs. So all of these things are right around the corner. But you got to understand, when you inherit how I can describe this way. When you inherit a barren land, right? Which is what they would have inherited from the last administration, right? Because you're seeing it on all of the findings that taken place, you're seeing it. So when you inherit that, and you have to now deal with that, right? And you have to deal with reduced revenue and low income and you know, you don't have no money. Well, let me say you don't have no money. It don't mean that they don't have no money. It just means that things aren't as good as it used to be, right? and you have to now find money and redirect money from, and you have to cut out, and you're working on cutting out corruption and things like that, right? These things will step on, a lot of people will be agitated because of that, because when things affect people's pocket, they will resist, right? So, all of the moves being made now is what the World Bank would be using as a projection. All of the investment coming to Trinidad and Tobago from the Exxon Mobiles and the Shell and this and that, that is directly as a result of the position that the Prime Minister took. Because when you align yourself, and you make it very certain that you're aligning yourself with whether it is the US or whomever is the country, and the US is the country, right? And you open the door and you see all of these investments coming in, and these companies don't come in and make these investments unless they are comfortable and confident in what they're seeing in terms of governance. Make no mistake about it. Right? The opposition can talk all the tralala. They were there for 9.5 years. Exxon Mobil and them never even come back in the country to make an investment. Nobody wanted any part of them. Why? Because they keep traveling down to Venezuela to meet with our man and our government that was under sanctions from the US. So how could they possibly even entertain the thought of investing anything in Trinidad and Tobago? That was never going to happen. Right? It's the same reason why the same Exxon Mobiles and the Shell and they didn't have any dealings with Venezuela. Because the Venezuelan government was not a legitimate government under Maduro. As far as recognized by the US, they're not recognized by the US, they are sanctioned, and none of those companies would want any dealings with Venezuela. Because remember, Hugo Chavez run all of them out of Venezuela back in the day. So now when you see those companies coming back in, and they're now coming back in and they're making investments, and they're willing to spend money and they're willing to set up, it means that they're doing that based on confidence in what they're seeing taking place in terms of that political leadership or governance, right? So a lot of people might see it now, but if the World Bank is forecasting that and the US Embassy official is telling you Trinidad and Tobago is heading in the right direction, then I'm waiting to see. So if prosperity is round the corner, then credit had to be given where credit is due. I don't know false credit, but they have to recognize Venezuela. They're sending a team down there to meet because business has to be done. And by the way, the World Bank would be making that projection based on things that they know, because usually they understate those projections. They would understate it. So, for instance, that 0.7 to 3.2% growth that they're seeing happening for Trinidad and Tobago. Now, we're behind Guyana. Guyana in double-digit growth, right? In 16 point something percent and that kind of thing, right? But in terms of that growth, they would be basing that on Lauren Manatee, Dragon Gas deal, wherever. These things that they know about. But there are a lot of things that they may not know about that is taking place in other sectors, and they may not have all the information on that or know exactly what is going on in those sectors. So that growth could actually be more. That could be anywhere between 4 to 5% growth from 0.7. So I say I was going to talk about it today, but I don't really know. I mean, you know it is. I like to talk economics. But anyway, we'll leave that right there. Those are the headlines. All right, we are 20 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock, and like I said, we have the medals. They are here. Look at the size of this medal now, boy. Oh God. Eh, Lord Father, must see how best I could. Right. It's like, no, I do not have a large, my hands might not be the largest, but this is bigger than, usually our medals are about 3 inches. This is about 4 point something. They say measure it with my ears. All your big clongs in the back there. Measure it with my ears, yeah. Only some clongs, yes. And chef, no breakfast for them. No breakfast. None. All right. All right, so I tell you what. Just a few things to mention. Let me just bring in Chef real quick here for a 2-minute. Chef, I know you have your course starting on the 11th of April.
Tomorrow, yeah. Some things happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's still 1 or 2 spaces available. You guys can call me after the show and sign up and get in tomorrow, man. The creatives tomorrow. And,
Oh, you still have some spaces available?
We have about 2 spaces remaining for tomorrow. They want to call in and call me after the show and get in, man.
All right,
Yeah?
cool, man.
And we will focus on getting them. I want to mention something, Trinidad and Tobago, as we continue to develop and progress as we go along, customer service and hospitality, we need to focus on that, right?
Yep.
And I'm talking about all sectors. I mean, being in the hospitality and customer service industry, as other people will be in different sectors, when I move around, my eyes, I observe everything. If I'm on the airline, on a plane, even the air hostess, I watch everything. I watch the supermarket, the market. Let me tell you something. You wouldn't believe this, Stefan. And I experienced that for a long while, but yesterday I experienced something in a supermarket. I was explaining to the young ladies in the supermarket about customer service.
Yeah.
You understand? We have to get customer service. I mean, if anybody know, or everybody should know, how bad we rating is in Trinidad in customer service. I'm in the industry, and I'm telling you guys that. And you know sometimes, at all different offices and levels who's supposed to be offering customer service and hospitality. You know, I frequently turn up on our market as well, and Sugarland's market. You know, so many people in the market. So many people in the market give you more customer service than others.
Really?
Market people, I telling you. You understand? So we have to get it straight. And we offering training for customer service and hospitality. Register companies out there with your staff, even owners, because we come across some owners, they themselves need training. So owners with your staff, we do it already, we have been doing it. Call Chef Shiraz, call me, we'll sort out something. You come in or we come to you guys and train you about customer service and hospitality as well too. It's very, very important. If we have to continue moving forward, we have to get that right.
Yeah, man.
At all levels, right? We have to get it right as well.
Customer service, very important. All right, so I'll tell you what, let me remind you to boost your immune system with Jameson Immunity Products and fight off the seasonal sniffles. They have the cold fighter with echinacea, the vitamin C chews with the honey lemon flavor, and for additional support, you could try the delicious vitamin D3 chews and ultra strength zinc. Chew, fight, and feel amazing with Jameson trusted vitamins and minerals. All right, that is Jameson. And Jameson will be part of Stefan Run as well. They have a booth set up and everything. They did some nice little games last year. And you know, with the samples and things that they came with, they had some nice little games going on for people, and they're going to be back. All right? To do it all over again. Also, I just want to mention, let me get the table tennis. Yeah, this is our charity. This is our fundraiser, and I told them I'll give them a plug. All right? I'm going to just pull it up here. Yes, table tennis. All right, so Rally for a Cause in celebration of World Table Tennis Day 2026. No experience is needed. It's going to be fun for all skill levels. Proceeds will go towards youth table tennis development. Now, this will take place at the Trin City Mall on Saturday, April the 11th, from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. All right, the entry fee is just $10 per person, and you could get the bundle package for access to all games and the grand prize draw. All right, and there are other activity stalls where you could try your skills at the sack toss, the ping pong golf, the ring toss, the table tennis challenges, and much more. Adults and children are welcome. And for more information, you could call 704-6109. That is 704-6109. And this is going to be hosted by Coach Edwin Humphreys of the Arima Table Tennis Club. So they're doing this event, and it will go towards the development of youths in table tennis. And anything with sports, well, you know me, I all for that. And boy, we have some sports to talk about later with David Naked and that coach from Barcelona. Because I know Barcelona, there's some pressure in the Champions League, just like Liverpool. You know, I can't take with these These people, you just know when you're back in the biggest club in the world, or one of the biggest clubs in the world, Everybody calling me, I'm Stefan, Olega Lecturing Champions League boy. PSG beat Ole 2-0. Say, no problem. It's easy to go into PSG and beat them. Although our performance was horrible, right? And Arne Slot has to go at the end of the season. I am hoping they get rid of him. They probably bring in Xavi Alonso. But we had a whole Champions League spot. And right now we're in 5th. And I think England is already announced that England will have 5 places in the the top 5 will go to the Champions League. So we just had to hold that position right there. But we had to beat Fulham over the weekend to just lengthen the gap between us and the rest in 5th place and kind of secure that spot. Because if we don't get the Champions League, then players not going to be interested in coming to the club. You're not going to get the best players coming. Although that could work in our advantage because Xabi Alonso, when he was at Bayer Leverkusen, he didn't have no big players, He put together a real good squad with I wouldn't say average players, but just no big names now. But he could manage that. It has certain managers, they can't manage big players with egos.
Correct.
Because managing the egos is a problem. That's what happened to him at Real Madrid. You want egos to manage. But when you give them players without egos, players who on the rise, with talent, they can manage that. Alex Ferguson do that for years. Fergie do that for years. Fergie never had no real big talent. You understand?
He make big players.
Yeah. But he manages players and he put them in the right roles. Because Ryan Giggs and them fellas and them and Scholes and them, great skillful players. But they was very effective in the role that they had to play.
And he signed them from earlier.
From
12, 13, 14 years.
And then them come to the youth club and that kind of thing and they make, you know understand? They develop them and that kind of thing. So, I'm saying, you again me talk, but Barcelona lose 2-0 to Atletico Madrid. In Barcelona. And this I ain't lose at Anfield. But because see what happened Tuesday, I don't expect anything to happen. Quite frankly, I just need somebody to blow the whistle on this season, on the whole season. You understand? Because Arne Slot is the only coach that I have ever known to dismantle a winning team.
Wow.
That is what he did. He came in and he dismantled a winning team. And you know why he dismantled the team, Chef? Because when he win the league, the media keep balling, well, you know that club team, you know his club team, you know his club team. And they keep saying that, and he take the bait. He take that bait. The English media is here, So, you win the league, first year coming in, and everybody's saying, but I club team, like you ain't getting no credit now. So, we do. Went to the owners, right? And he said, look, we need to spend nearly £500 million, right? And you're bringing, and he just dismantle everything. You sell Diaz, you know Alexander Arnold was going in full the gap. You understand? You get rid of Harvey Elliott and them fellas with heart and soul. Darwin Núñez, all of them. You just dismantle a winning team and bring in your players and wait this happen. You don't do those things like that.
Correct.
And you snap up a finger, you do it gradually.
You didn't have a good transition.
So we paying the price of that. But that's why he had to go. He jumped the gun on that. He could have stayed there and gradually make the changes. Gradually. Piece by piece, and then build your own team. But he come and just started dismantle, and it's because of that. His club team, his club team, his club team. He buy into that nonsense. But say what? We done here already. What you gonna do? Before I go to the break, also want to remind you, very quickly, a Keolic. So the Keolic range of products backed by science. They have over 900 scientific research and clinical trials. They're all made from that aged garlic extract. And you can pick up several products in the Keolic range from the cleanse and digestion, the blood pressure health, the cholesterol health, the total heart health, the circulation health, the Keo green powder drink mix, and the probiotics. Just visit a pharmacy or a health store across the country, and for more information, you can WhatsApp 728-0338. With that, we take the break. When we come back, we will be joined via Zoom by General Manager O'Brien Haynes. We have some new programming coming to Synergy TV. So stay tuned, you'll find out what that's all about. I'm gonna eat my yogurt. Hello? Stefan Reese Productions? Yes, run Stefan Run registration, $200. We are getting. Listen, people, we know that a lot of 5Ks these days make it about what you're getting. But at Stefan Reach Productions, we focus on what we are giving. This year, we are dealing with children living with autism through the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We give to the athletes with the largest prize structure of any 5K in Trinidad and Tobago, from $5,000 first place to $500 10th place. What do we give? You get a t-shirt, you get your customized medal, and of course you do get a complimentary breakfast along with all of the other promotions going on that morning, including your bread. Yeah, you're getting your bread. So I will see you at Run Stefan Run Sunday, April 26, 6 a.m. at QRC. Go get registered right now. You can register online at trinbagoevents.com, or if you prefer to pay cash, you can go to sports and games outlets nationwide and get registered today. You have any problems, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. And remember, sometimes the best way to get is to give. See you at Run Stefan Run.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Pure Jazz. Tuesday, May 5th, Grammy-winning Esperanza Spalding. Then on Thursday, May 7th, Branford Marcellus Quartet. May 6th, Kingdom Night, Gospel Powerhouse Ty Trebet. Ada AE. Then feel the rhythm at Caribbean Fusion. Friday, May 8th, featuring the original Wailers with Al Anderson. Skip Marley, Cast the Band. Imran Nerdy, Dexter Daps. World Beats. Saturday, May 9th, Afrobeat sensation Thames. Princess Lover, X-Man, Lou City, October 4, and Ella May. The ultimate celebration, Sunday, May 10th, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, R&B icons Brandy and Monica. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Ile, Ijosin, Otura, Meje, Awo, Oshun presents the annual Organ Festival 2026. Sunday, 12th April from 3 p.m. sharp at number 22 Church Street, Matarita, Arima. For more information, call 388-4606 or 464-9258. The annual Organ Festival 2026 is on.
Hey, conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerators, parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Yo, this is Terry Lance, and I am looking forward to be performing at the Lord Kitchener Legacy, April the 18th. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't miss it. Hey! Ha!
Get your tickets now for the Lord Kitchener Legacy, an extraordinary musical extravaganza happening on his 104th birthday, Saturday, April 18th at Napa. A distinctive night of honor, prestige, and calypso classics relived by his proteges, including his son, Colonel Roberts, Chuck Gordon, Terry Lyons, Gypsy, Pink Panther, Anselm Douglas, Young Breda, College Boy Jesse, special guest appearances by the Lydian Singers, and Super Podman Dane Gulston. One show only. Saturday, April 18th, Napa, showtime 6 p.m.
Tickets $300 and $250. For more info, call 491-1802. The Lord Kitchener's Legacy.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsayn, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
You will not deny that this is the maddest place on earth, and we go shout from the top of the mountain. This is the greatest place, our great escape, my favorite space, the maddest place on earth. Would you believe me when I tell you? Better you come and take a sample. A little bit is still a lot to handle, but you can find no other example. We really have a different kind of style. The elders did it to me as a child, and this is how we know that we are alive. Fancy people never need too much to start a vibe. It's fancy time, June and July. You need to fly up to the maddest place on earth. Can't tell no lie.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn. We're just about 90 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock, and we're going to be joined by the General Manager of Synergy TV, Mr. O'Brien Haynes. He's with us via Zoom, and we're going to chat with him about some new programming that's coming. Well, some new old programming that's coming to Synergy TV, I guess you could call it. Bring him in via Zoom now. Hey, morning, Obi.
Good morning, Steph. How you doing?
Hi, good man.
All right.
Lovely. Okay, now I know you're very excited about this. We have a lot of things happening at Synergy TV. Of course, we start touring at the end of this month until, and I think from the end of this month, go right down to November. We will be outside.
We are outside every month from end of April straight down until November. Every month.
Every month. But outside of that, while that has become one of the staples in Synergy's, Breaking Dawn's programming and Synergy TV, covering all these different festivals and events across the Caribbean and even in North America, Synergy's programming continues to, we continue to add to the programming. And in adding to the programming, I understand that we're pulling out some things from the archives now.
Well, the thing is, you preface the thing correctly, okay? Since taking over Synergy, I've been in charge of the network. This is my 14th year. We've been doing a lot of repositioning and restructuring of the brand. The first thing, of course, was to introduce our current affairs programming, which was not the norm because Synergy was known for entertainment over the years, as you would be aware. All right? I think we've done that extremely well. The introduction of Breaking Dawn and the fact that Breaking Dawn now controls the largest share of viewership on morning television in Trinidad and Tobago, and has held that position consistently for so very long, in itself is now a solid offering, so we can start to look at other things. The second thing we did was that touring structure. At first it was simply just going out and covering festivals and events in the Caribbean and expanded it to North America. Now it's a mainstay. People look forward to it, people in the diaspora, people in the Caribbean. I think a lot of what Trinidadians don't recognize is the fact that our reach is so expanded. Our arrangement with all the cable carriers is such that, I mean, we are seen in most territories, more than 14 territories across the Caribbean, you can watch Synergy on basic cable. So with that reach profile, and with the fact that we've got your show in the morning so successful, Crime Watch with Ian Allen also holding a certain level of presence, we felt that we put a proper stamp on the market. But you could not forget the history, what made Synergy, what embellished us as a brand name. And while I've been here 14 years, that I can't take any responsibility for that. Peter Lewis, Wendell Naipaul, and the team that existed before we came in did a fantastic job of establishing entertainment. And we have to recognize now that entertainment has shifted a bit. The relevance of television, there are those who would argue and say, oh, you should bring back this and you should bring back that. Bringing it back or trying to do it, reinvent it, we have to understand the passage of time and the fact that certain things have changed, and therefore it makes what we would have done then that would have been pretty impactful different. So back then when promoting artist music and videos was paramount for television. With social media, Instagram, TikTok, and all those other things, artists have other tools that they can use that are way more effective. And again, it comes down to sponsorship and viability. Television exists and survives based on revenue. And you can only earn revenue if you have the sponsors buying into it. And if they're not paying attention to that level of branding, then you're in some problems. All right? Mm-hmm. But notwithstanding all of that, like I said, we have to look at our legacy and our template that was established and how effectively it was done. Synergy was a phenomenon. The shows that were created back then will never be replicated. I mean, when you look back at the legacy with Synergy Night Live and all the hosts that passed through, because Synergy Night Live, before it's Jason Williams' transition, we had people like Charles Marshall, we had Hans Devines, Devon Matthews was also on it. I mean, we can keep calling names of people who are TC.
Jaiga, yeah.
These guys did wonderful at that time in creating content, entertainment, and it was all locally generated. Peter Lewis with Pete Picks, that was another phenomenon that was really, out there. Beyond that, our coverage of festivals and concerts started then. So even then, you had going out to cover local events during Carnival time, concert series. all right, and then major concerts happening locally, the fact that the cameras were on the ground covering it. So what I discovered is that not only did these guys do a great job of creating the content, I forgot to mention things like Synergy Soca Star, Synergy Top Model, Synergy, I could just go on and on and on and on and on. Anyway, what I discovered is apart from creating this amazing content, they did a fantastic job of archiving most of it. I uncovered secret tapes, more than 7,000 hours of tapes, well preserved, or from nightly shows like Thursday Night Live and Entertainment News, interviews and stuff, all the way down to like I said, Synergy Soca Star, the Top Model, all the other stuff that was done back in the days. And most of these things, when you look at them now, you see things that taken a stroll down memory lane. I saw Jason and I sit down interview with Alison Hennessy with Duke, and I understood that when he sat down with Duke, it was just before Duke passed away. He had to sit down with him in Synergy Nights Live, and so many other interviews. To watch Voice on Synergy Soca Star before he was a major star,
Yeah.
3D, and like I could keep going on and on. But I think I've given you an overview of what the audience can expect when we launch this new product. I'm saying new, but it's not new. It's really and truly a celebration of our foundation, a celebration of our legacy, and paying respect to the hard work that the founders of Synergy Television, the originators, put in. Because a lot of what they have done has gone, for the most part, ignored in the industry. And that's unfortunate because in Trinidad and Tobago, we have a kind of disposable approach to everything. We have no record keeping. We have no proper, and then stories and information get twisted as it goes along because there was no proper record of it. So you could say this is what it was and that's what it looked like and so on and so forth. So Synergy Force begins on April 20th. It will run 3 nights per week, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 8 p.m. What we're going to do with this series is, while it's live on Synergy on air, we're also going to be transmitting it live on our digital, on our social media platforms. So you can catch it live on our Facebook platforms. You can catch it live on our YouTube platforms. Putting it there also creates that digital archive that's there forever, that people can, if they missed it, pull it back, look at it. For those who want to celebrate and see themselves, they have a chance to pull a record now, and they have to call us and say, hey, I want to see this, I want to see that. It's now going to be, as it airs live, it's going to go there. We've done some redesigning of it without trying to mess with the integrity too much. So we've created it like international television does, where it's a clip kind of situation, where you see clips, you cut out certain interviews and segments and stuff, and you put it together into one show. So in any one show, you get a variety of content, as opposed to one continuous show, because there are some of the interviews and information that would not be relevant, and you don't want to distract the audience. You want to just give them pure, concentrated content. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. So, like you said, yes, I'm excited about this. I'm happy to be able to be in a position to honor the guys and the hard work, because a lot can be said about the guys who started Synergy TV, the team that was there from the beginning, the foundation men. But when you really look at it, they did a fantastic job. Super creative, taking nothing and turning it into something, using little resources and being absolutely creative. Pure talent, that's what you call it, that was expressed in that era. And I feel it should not be ignored. And I think that given where I came from, my start in the industry, I felt I had a responsibility to pay special homage and to really honor this. So I'm very, very proud to be able to put out Synergy Force as an offering that will allow Trinidad and Tobago to see ourselves where we came from and understand the legacy that was laid down by this amazing network that I have had the honor to carry on with at this particular time.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the clips here that running. And I was looking at JW in his many impersonations of many different entertainers and characters.
Amazing. JNTC did some crazy thing. But you get, as you go along, you forget some of the people that passed through Synergy that were relevant. I mean, we have these recent stuff like Ianka Williams and stuff, and you go a little back to Samantha John, and you go back and Paul Richards, and you go back Hans Devines, MP Hans Levine, and you keep going back again. I mean, there's so many people that cut their teeth, and not just that, but artists, personalities. Before they were personalities, I mean, I saw a clip of on UB Synergy with why is his name escaping me now? This comedian guy. Before he was before he was out there really coming on Synergy and introducing himself and started from that particular point. So there is so much that we can really look at and enjoy that I'm really looking forward to this. And I think that as it goes on, as it goes along, you will see more and more and more. You just want to see, and I think it will create a real,
Yeah, I'm looking at the layout of the set design and everything too, and I see any desk that was still around. I think that desk still around, fellas.
Yeah, it's there. We redid it, but it's still there somewhere.
Right. Yeah, but
most of the stuff. There's some things that you will see and remember.
Yeah, and I just looking at the layout and everything, or how it was back then, and then you look at how things have evolved from that time to now.
You have to say, Synergy TV was Trinidad, or is Trinidad and Tobago's first and to date only entertainment television network.
Yeah.
They were created. We will have to say we now, because I'm part of it now. We were created to be an entertainment mecca, and we did a fantastic job. They did a fantastic. I'm saying we because I'm proud to now be associated with it. But again, this whole exercise is based on honoring the ones who put in the work, paying homage to the guys that did the sleepless nights, the editors that worked tirelessly, men who were starting and now figuring out what they want to do in life, and they got into Synergy and moved on to bigger and better things, yes. But while they were here with us, they put down a platform of amazing work, and it should not be ignored. It must not be ignored. Right? So I'm encouraging people to tune in, and we're going to do everything to put it in your face. This is the third installment of things that we're doing to evolve the brand. Like I said, the market demands that we change. Media is a constantly changing landscape, and you have to look at what you're going to do to make yourself relevant, how you're going to add content and substance to make sure that you engage your viewing public. I understand our audience has shifted. I recognize that a younger audience now is in front of that very, very small screen and not necessarily the television screens in the household.
Yeah.
But we still have an audience that enjoy watching television, and we have to ensure that we keep them locked in by offering them content that is relevant to what they are and what they are about. And while we have walked away officially from heavy entertainment programming, we have the archives, we still have the content, and we are going to make use of it by putting it there inside the mix every 3 nights a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 p.m. with the offering that we call Synergy Vault. Tagline is very, very simple. It's where entertainment lives forever.
All right, nice one. Well, people, look out for it. This starts when? April 20th, you said, right?
Monday, April 20th, first offering.
Monday, April 20th, it starts. And look out for it Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8 p.m. We take you down memory lane into some of some of the unforgettable moments at Synergy TV. I remember there are very few clips that you could find on YouTube. And even if you find it, the quality isn't all that. But there was one that I found the other day where Jason Williams was Capleton boy. And Jason Williams when he called it more fire. It was so entertaining that you laughed from start to finish. And the way he was jumping up and down like Capleton with real energy and that kind of thing, I was like, way boy.
That was the series. I mean, Jason hosted Synergy Nights Live for quite a few years before he moved on. And while he was there, he and Randall came up with a concept to do a series inside the Synergy Nights Live called Wayward Wednesdays. Every Wednesday night.
Wayward Wednesdays.
They would present a script and to see younger versions of people that you look at now and see what they look like then. and also to see the mad, unfiltered creativity when Jason went and they go on a block to buy some stuff, and you feel okay to buy some weed, but they're really about buying a power mint. And it was they have so much content, so much things, I think this is the Capleton version.
No, this is not the Capleton. This is another one. And you can't, this one you can't find on YouTube. The Capleton one you could, but you can't find this. It's very few you can find on YouTube.
That's why I opted to make sure that every episode is online as well simultaneously, so that the content is there. So who missed it, who want to see it, who want to pull a clip, they can go on YouTube or they can go on Facebook and they can get it. The idea for this is to put a stamp on our work, to really establish a legacy and to make it available for infinity. Right? Making it digital and posting it online, you create an outlet whereby people can really understand the history of Synergy TV. Because when we travel, it was boring. When sometimes people meet and Synergy still around, and most people say this is people who come Trinidad and just make a quick trip outside and say, but Synergy still around. Synergy still around. Come on, man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
and it's not just that we're still around. We are around and pumping. We impacting the market, but we cannot and will not forget our foundation, our roots, our formidable legacy that cannot be compared by any other station in Trinidad and Tobago. No one else can come out and pull out archives and show stuff like this.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting. People are going to love this.
Yes.
I'm watching the old logo and all, and the evolution from the old Synergy logo to what we use now, where we know STV and that kind of thing, and the whole design and the whole change, and just the look, everything now has just evolved over time, as everything does. But this is going to be highly entertaining. I think at 8 p.m. Let me tell you something. There are very few things you could really go to in terms of local content that to be entertained. In these times, everything. I don't even know where programming is right now in other networks, but this is definitely going to be something that you want to lock on for. You want to take it in. You want to go back. You want to, the memories, the nostalgia, everything about it. It's going to be highly entertaining because these guys
we haven't started. We only know because the tapes have to be converted digitally.
Right.
We can only properly view them after they've been converted. So we've not even converted 2% of what we have yet. We found all of the tapes and we've been just going through stuff, and you keep discovering. So as the series starts to run, who knows what we're going to discover? Who knows what we're going to find off of it? You follow where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Because they've been very, very well preserved, and as I say, I give thanks to the crew for that. But the content is what we've found so far is so wicked and so bad and so amazing that I am excited for what is possible as we go down the road with this series.
Man.
As we start to find things, uncover little steps, for want of a better phrase. We're opening up the vaults.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Obi, I want to thank you for sharing that information. And Trinidad and Tobago, look out for it, man. Because I know a lot of people have met me. A lot of people have memories of Synergy in the past, down to where it was located on Tragrit Road. How long was it down here on RP Avenue? Well, it used to be on Tragrit Road. See, it never used to be on Tragrit Road, but that was long time ago. But you know what I mean? The name is there. It's out there. It's that time is a time that people still remember. Even people who come for interviews, and even some people who I talk to, they remember the soca star that produced so many big names that we've seen in the soca industry today, that they started back there. And they even spoke of that whole competition of soca star and the other elements of it in terms of teaching them about financial management and fashion and how to dress and all these little things. It was a whole behind the scenes education.
A total discipline. I mean, you're going up for soca star and you're coming, and part of it is that you have to participate in an extempo session. You have to, go through. It was really innovative in what they did.
Yeah.
The thinkers and the planners were formidable in how they approached the whole thing, and that doesn't exist anymore. And maybe it can't because of where things have gone and how the world and the industry has developed. Right, but those foundational things are what made entertainment, influence entertainment is trying to be going a big way.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it from most of the entertainers, they have gone on, they're looking at the big names that pass through and stuff. Then look at media and the presenters and personalities, and every major media house in Tobago right now is populated by people who started their careers on Synergy TV.
Yeah, for that.
Everywhere, everyone, the other television networks they're watching that, and even radio, they started their career on Synergy TV.
On Synergy TV. All right, well, Obi, thanks a lot, man. And people look out for it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting April 20th, 4:20, man. We're starting on 4:20, right, at 8 p.m. And look out for it. You're going to be highly entertained. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
All right, man. So that is our General Manager, O'Brien Haynes, here, giving us some information on that programming that's coming as we dig up in the vault of Synergy. And that vault rich with entertainment, eh? No, I'm telling you, people going, let me tell you something. I was going through YouTube, and this was like last year, and some of the clips from some of these shows popped up. And man, you go back and you watch it and you say, but wait, you know, I forget about this, but you know, you just sort of laugh, because I tell you, Jason Williams, you gotta now. We had a listen. There are plenty. It have a lot of them, eh? Basically, GW is a talent, right? That we have seen very few of, right? It's not many like Jason Williams in the country. JW is a real talented fellow. And I started to think about, in this era of influencers, right? Like the Junior Lees and all of them, right? You could imagine if JW had started this era of social media as a young fella, he would have passed all of them. You understand what I'm saying? Because the brother real creative, he real talented. And he would have been a big one on, you know. But now, as you mature, you know what I mean, as he has matured and he entered the realm of politics and all of that, and he gone more current affairs and things, and what he's doing now over on the other network. You know, he can't really go back into that clown thing now, you know. Well, when I say clown thing, comedy and that kind of thing now, but had he been in this era, there is nobody currently on social media right now that I could think of would have been bigger than him. You understand? As an entertainer on social media then, from a comedy perspective, based on what's seen, you know. But nevertheless, we got to take a break, and when we come back from the break, Chris Gill will join us. He's a former cyclist, national cyclist. Bring my breakfast, before I get on bad in here. Before I get on bad, bring my breakfast. All right. They don't eat any back? They're real greedy here, boy. It's a steak sandwich this morning, brioche bun. A brioche bun. I'm going to use this heavy metal to hold on my napkin here. But when we come back, we will see if we could get in contact with Chris Gill. Now, I told Chris to send me, right, there we go. Right. Fellas, I'm sending you the email address for the Zoom link. And then after Chris, we will have David Nakid. And let me see, David Nakid gave me the name. He gave me the name, what's this here? No, I'm going to the break. Right, after Chris, you will have David Nakid and Spanish coach Altia de Villasante. All right? All right, so look out for that. Again, some names this week, boy. We'll be back. We'll chat with Chris for a little bit about the cycling incident.
Anyway, okay. Low. Look, I'm not telling you to take it off, you know. You lose it, you know. Turn up the music, man. Yeah. You want to fight the killer. You want to take down the killer. Take with my passport and the visa. But make me tell who know this Trinidad. The Lord is my life, my salvation. Who should I fear? No evil. Level. Anyway, good to be back in the island, you know. Trinidad, so bad. TC, big up yourself, you know. I love the work, you know.
Bounty.
Respect Rasta.
Everything good?
Respect Rasta business. Respect Rasta business.
Want to welcome you to TN.
Hello? Stefan Reese Productions? Yes, run Stefan Run registration, $200. What are you getting? Listen, people, we know that a lot of 5Ks these days make it about what you're getting. But at Stefan Reach Productions, we focus on what we are giving. This year, we are dealing with children living with autism through the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We give to the athletes with the largest prize structure of any 5K in Trinidad and Tobago, from $5,000 first place to $500 10th place. What do we give? You get a t-shirt, you get your customized medal, and of course you do get a complimentary breakfast along with all of the other promotions going on that morning, including your bread. Yeah, you're getting your bread. So I will see you at Run Stefan Run Sunday, April 26, 6 a.m. at QRC. Go get registered right now. You can register online at trinbagoevents.com, or if you prefer to pay cash, you can go to sports and games outlets nationwide and get registered today. If you have any problems, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. And remember, sometimes the best way to get is to give. See you at Run Stefan Run.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations. Dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878, or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Ile, Ijosin, Otura, Meje, Awo, Oshuna presents the annual Organ Festival 2026. Sunday, 12th April from 3 p.m. sharp at number 22 Church Street, Matarita, Arima. For more information, call 388-4606 or 464-9258. The annual Organ Festival 2026 is on.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb bagging, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations: at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868-347-2350.
All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning, and right about now, we want to get into the second interview. Now, yesterday we spoke to Dennis Tay on this. We're going to speak to Chris Gill. Chris Gill is a national champion cyclist, a former national president, coach and manager at the UCI level 3. So we're going to bring him in, and because this incident with the cyclist is really troubling. I get too many calls. Sterling Liha called me. I have an ex-brethren named Mario, the mechanic from down St. James, who does ride as well.
Yeah.
He's an, Mario. All of the cyclists go to each
Mario.
other. Right. All of them seem to be very, very concerned. They say, boy, I wouldn't ride here. All of them tell me the same thing. They say that track is not a ride on. But Chris, you were there.
And you forget I'm also co-host sometimes.
But that's right. Chris also holds down Breaking Dawn for me when I on the rare occasions that I'm not wrong.
Rare.
But when I do decide to take a holiday later this year, general manager now finding out that.
I hear again married, but that's why I hear.
No. I ain't not about that. But when I talk from boy. Anyway.
That's why I hear. That's why rumor has it.
Nah, the rumor's wrong. But Chris, unlike Dennis, who I spoke to yesterday, you were actually there at the event when
I was there.
When the tragedy happened.
Yeah, I was there, and I was actually looking at the race as it unfolded.
Wow.
And I wouldn't go back. I think we have hashed the actual accident itself. But I think the first thought that went through my mind when I saw the actual accident happen was the severity of it. And I remember thinking, sadly, in my mind, I remember thinking, that has to be a really serious injury that he sustained. And then he was on the ground, and from where we were, you're not seeing clearly. You're seeing his outline. He's, little shadows and stuff on the track, right? And then you started to see the liquid pour down the track. And it took me about 2 or 3 seconds to realize that's not water. Because the volume of liquid or the amount of liquid that was coming down the track was quite large.
Wow.
And my first thought was like, man, that has to be water or something like that. And then I realized it couldn't be anything other than blood. And that's when it went from being really, really bad to tragic in my mind. And, by the time they got the medic services over and the ambulance took him, I think a lot of people who were in close proximity, we were all in a very sad state about what we were seeing. And we being around cycling, being around sport, you kind of have the realization that this is way, way worse than you're hoping it would be. And sadly, in the end, I think that's what happened. I just want to say sympathies to his wife and kids and Mr. Samuel, who has been his mentor and friend for, I think, over 30 years. And then all the other people who would know him, so.
Yeah. I heard about it, and I remember reading about it, and I was like, it has so many questions that need answering on this. One, let's talk about the track, that track itself. Is that track, because according to a lot of people who've spoken to me, they would not ride on that track.
Yeah, the track, there's a number of issues with the track, right? But let's begin with so UCI, which is the world governing body, has a standard for tracks.
Okay.
And for a track of that size, which is the length of the track is 333 meters. The minimum safe speed that our bicycle should be able to go around the turn, minimum, not maximum. Minimum speed that it should be able to go around the turn. And they have given a what they call a minimum radius, right? The minimum radius for a track that size, the corner should be 25 meters. So when you think about the entire sweeping corner, turns 1, turn 2, should be about 50 meters from one end to the next, right, in terms of the diameter of the circle that that corner makes. The minimum speed for a track that size, for any track, is 85 kilometers an hour.
85?
So that means that 85 kilometers an hour. So that means that you have to have had the banking to make sure that a bicycle can go around that corner at 85 kilometers an hour safely.
Wow.
And I could stand here without even having to an engineering degree and look at that track right now and tell you that there's no way, right, that that corner could hold any bicycle going 85 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
It's just impossible. So that is how the UCI looks at it. The track has to be able to sustain that minimum speed, minimum. That's not a maximum speed. They want
minimum.
That is a minimum safe speed, right? So for most cyclists, they will certainly ride under that speed, and therefore the cornering would be safe. Another aspect would be the fence, and the fencing. You know, there's a thing with the fencing where if you had pictures of the fence, you would see that there's gaps in the fence. The fence has a vertical. It's made up of like vertical lines coming down small, and so that is also not safety fencing for cycling, because what can happen is as you ride and you hook the fence, your handle will actually hook in between the vertical lats. And when that happens, you're basically going to get clotheslined.
Right.
As you pass and your handle hooked, you're going to stick it between one of those vertical slats, and that's it. Right? So, again, that is also not proper fencing for
a cycling track, or maybe most for any sport or whatever the case might be.
Yeah. On the inside, they should have a runoff zone or a safety zone. So there's a blue area on the inside. And if you look at pictures of the track, you will see the blue area. But what they then say is there needs to be an area inside of that blue area. That's a safety zone that's supposed to allow for when riders come off the track that they have an area that they can roll around. But that doesn't exist. So there are lots of things on the track that I think are not up to par. So the track has had many complaints. I mean, when the track first opened, I think the first race it might have been 2023, there were crashes, and some of them were really severe. And having crashes is not an abnormal thing. But when the results in the crashes are broken bicycles, or somebody has broken ribs or stuff like that, that isn't quite normal.
Okay.
You know, those are things that you should look at. You know, why is the extent of the injuries more than normal then? Because we have had crashes in our Rima Velodrome, we have had crashes at the National Cycling Center in Couva, and yes, people fall, they get big bruises, maybe a wheel got cracked or something. Yeah, and you kind of look at the incident and you say, okay, yeah, maybe these two guys, their bikes clashed and that caused. But when things happen where, well, the front of a bike breaks off, or guy ends up and his wrist is broken or whatever from making contact with the fence, then you have to start to ask, is the fence doing its job, or is it causing more injury than it needs to cause? So those are issues that have happened in the past, and I don't think they have been thoroughly investigated or taken seriously by the Federation.
Well, well, this leads me to the next question, because if all those problems exist with the track or the fencing, because it is the fencing that eventually did the damage to cause the fatality, from what I understand from
Right.
Right? But what is the standard of safety protocols that we exercise in this country as it relates to the sport of cycling? And I'm limiting it to cycling because we're talking about cycling, right? So I mean, what is the safety protocols that one ought to adhere to by international standards? And if
That's
those...
a good question, you know. Don't complicate it.
No, but if, I mean...
Don't complicate it. As it stands, so within the current administration and past administrations, we do not have a committee within the Cycling Federation solely dedicated to the safety of cyclists and or events or venues. There's no such thing that exists. Further to that, there's no safety standards in any documentation, be it a copy and paste where we took some from a foreign cycling organization, like the British Cycling, for example, has that, and have adopted and say, look, we're going to try to adopt these standards, even if we can't adopt all of them because maybe we mightn't have all the resources. Nothing like that has ever been done. So while we don't have it, so there's no, safety standards that are measurable or that are systemic or that are practiced. That none of that happens. That isn't existing. We have a road race, for example. We say we have 6 police. They are there following the riders. But what has happened, and we have talked about it, the bunch breaks up into pieces, right? They have 5 fellas here, 4 fellas there. And then you have guys going through traffic lights without police protection and just their supporter following. And a lot of times an incident may not occur because more of luck, maybe drivers not being aggressive, or maybe it's Sunday morning and there isn't traffic. But you always have the real idiot who might decide, look, I'm not stopping for these riders. So all of those things can happen.
Right.
On the track, you have the same issue. What was the standard? Nobody has a standard to say this is what we should have. And so we go to the track, and the complaints came in about the track, the surface, the fencing, the corner, but they're all ignored. And
because we have had, to my knowledge, we have had several incidents. Not one, not two, but many incidents with cyclists losing their lives, whether it be via the road. Well, this one, at this event over the weekend, that's a whole next story by itself. But in terms of the roads, right, we've had incidents where we have had cyclists lose their lives. The sport itself of cycling, right? How many people in Trinidad and Tobago involved in cycling? In terms of that pool of cyclists that we have and talent that we have?
In terms of racing cyclists, we probably have just around, I want to say maybe somewhere in the vicinity of 200. But in terms of active cyclists who are recreational cyclists, we probably have well over 1,000. We have lots of groups now. And riding on the road has inherent risk, which there's a couple of groups that they try to mitigate that risk by having police or having a following vehicle or riding on a particular time of day to keep the risk down. It's not necessarily going to eliminate the risk, but you try your best, right, to do that. So those are ways that you could kind of eliminate the risk. When it comes to track riding, you try to eliminate the risk by eliminating anything that might be dangerous. So taking the Skinner Park issue, what you had was for example, one of the stories is the gate where the incident occurred, because he crashed against a gate, right, that had been removed.
Right.
So the gate had been removed for Carnival. Then it had been put back. And it was only found out that the gate had been put back after the incident. And, one of the commissaires talked about the fact that they didn't inspect the fencing prior to the racing on Friday. And so you're starting to get all these stories coming out. So you want to know, well, where's the communication? What's the safety standard? Who checks what? When there's a race meet, do they do an inspection? And none of that there isn't a policy or a system that says this is what we should do before every race. When you go to the track, we should inspect the track. This is, none of that is written and put down on paper to say that these are the duties of Stefan Run. Stefan Run is the organizer of the event. He must walk around the track with safety officers and inspect the facility. And when he's done with that, then we could say he had an inspection, everybody signed off on it, and then none of that is done. So we have just what happened. And everybody now is looking to, I suppose it is possible that blame is being thrown or avoided by everybody.
Wow. Okay, so what, just before we run out of time here, what is the federation, or maybe even, well, a higher entity than the federation, maybe even the Ministry of Sport, how do they get involved with this, and what do they need to do?
I think the first thing that needs to be done is TTOC or I'm saying TTOC, I don't want to just jump them in, but you want an organization that is going to be unbiased and objective, so and probably overarching. So and that's why TTOC came to mind.
Right.
And possibly sport company to spearhead what I think is at least some type of an investigation that will be objective and inquiry that will clarify some of this stuff. I think it also has to be done from a sporting point of view, because this incident occurred in cycling, but I think many other sporting events that we have in, we are not looking at the safety aspect of things. And we do need to look at it. There's more traffic on the road. There's more, especially if we have road running, triathlon, all of these events are happening in spaces that we sharing with vehicular traffic, right?
Yeah.
Anytime we have incidents at a track, we need to make sure that we have a standard for venues and what that standard is. What is the standard? Even when we're doing training, do we have a first aid kit? Is the person who is there able to do minor medical emergency training? All of those are things that we need to start looking at, because as this is an incident, it's isolated, but it does open our eyes to see that maybe we are deficient and we're not looking at this in a holistic manner, and we need to expand our view on how to keep our athletes safe when they're in competition, when they're in training, or everywhere, right? Not just cyclists, but everybody. So I hope it opens up the eyes and people start to look around and say, maybe we need to be more circumspect in it and take it seriously and really drill down and find ways to better protect our athletes, managers, people, spectate, everybody at sport.
I made the point, we wait till the worst happen and then we want to fix something, the incident in Tobago with the jet ski, there's so many incidents I can go back and talk about, that we just wait till the worst thing happen and say, we need to fix that. That is a problem, that we should. And I mean, we can't carry on like that moving forward.
We shouldn't.
We need to start being proactive. And I think starting with that, the people that really supposed to start along those lines and start to put things in place or make recommendations would be the Cycling Federation.
Yes.
But I have to tell you, I'm going to chuck a little needle here. Let me not chuck the needle. Let me just ask you a little question. Are cyclists contented, or do they think that cycling is headed in the right direction under the current leadership?
The answer to that is no.
No.
Absolute no. No, they don't.
So
they need it. I think the answer to that is just no. And I've said before, and I'll say again, you have everybody who is involved in cycling, every executive member I've ever met is probably very passionate about cycling or like cycling or whatever. That doesn't mean you have the capability to actually run the sport. Those are two different things. Totally. Right? And it also doesn't mean that you have the knowledge and experience to run the sport how it is needed to be run at this time.
Right.
That's even, and in the case of our current administration, they've fallen short continuously. And it's been falling short for 20 years. And these things are this is just our latest incident that shows where what we don't understand, the difference between a modern sporting organization and how they operate and how we operate here.
Yeah.
And the gaps and the massive differences in procedures and protocols and systems and management. massive.
Yeah.
And then those gaps happen, even though they happen here, when we get to a foreign country to compete, they show up.
Yeah.
They show up when the other team appears with all the equipment and everything, and we don't. The gaps are massive.
Yeah.
Just massive.
And I think
we need to change that.
I think there's this how can I put this, boy? I'll explain it how it went. When the incident with Colin happened, and the conversation started, and people started to bring up the shortcomings of the federation. Somebody said, but Nicholas Paul doing so well. So I'm saying the well that he does, people, when they see Nicholas Paul winning medals here and competing here and being so competitive, there is this perception that everything is right in the world of cycling.
Yeah, it's the same with, remember back in the 80s with West Indies cricket, where we were winning test match after test match, beating England repeatedly and Australia and everybody, 5-0, 4-0, whatever it was. But the players constantly complained that the management and board of West Indies cricket was just in tatters. But it was covered up by the winnings. Until we got to the point where we stopped winning. And now it's constantly a problem, right? Right? So, because they ain't winning no more. No, they ain't have no money, nothing.
Yeah.
Right? Everything is a problem now.
Everything is a problem now.
It was a problem. It wasn't. It was just that the talent and the results of the talent was current. So what I tell people is that we get great results in our cycling despite poor management, poor administration, administration that lacks imagination, or administration that lacks genuine leadership.
Right.
We have really talented cyclists out there, young ones coming up all the time, but and they will always get to a certain level. They achieve at Pan Am especially, but none of that is due to anything that the federation is doing in any planned manner.
Okay.
And I put that word planned in, but there is nothing that is planned by the federation that allows that. It's all haphazard. We have two professional female riders, Tennille Campbell and Alexi Costa. Brilliant, both brilliant riders, right? If tomorrow we ask for a race that only had women in it, and we say we want a women's cycle race, if we got 10 women coming to the start line, we would be lucky.
Wow.
So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, right? So, yes, we have brilliance, we have natural talent, and once that talent gets into a space where they can be developed, they usually turn out well. But we don't have systems bringing masses of people in, or women in, or so all those things are not existing. So imagine if we could do the same for the guys. We have all these talented guys, Nico Paul, Jacine, Quincy Brown. We have a few others coming up. You know what I mean? Kafele, Desamu, we have a couple other juniors really looking good. We have some that passed, that just come out of juniors, Jelani, Ned.
Right.
These guys need development past where they are now. And it needs to be a planned type of development. That doesn't exist. There's nothing from the federation that makes that exist.
Okay. Well, Chris, I want to thank you for your time this morning. And don't frighten me.
I have a suit.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
I have a suit.
Oh, God.
Obi, I have a suit. Obi say he.
Oh my God.
Obi say he gain away the groom, and I go be best man.
Hey, you wanna like Bacchanal, you know, but
I'm no Bacchanal. Oh, that's Bacchanal, man, Stefan.
Hey, I tell you what, man, it was good talking to you again, man. And I look forward to seeing some improvements, hopefully, where the sport is concerned of cycling. I hope that there is some level of, I don't want to use the term justice, but I would use the term, how would I put it, boy? Some closure, or some. You know, just something has to be done. Colin, or any other cyclist that ends up in a situation like that and loses their life, I don't think it should just go, it just has happened and life goes on. And then we wait on the next incident to happen. So
I hope there's significant change in the way we do things. I hope there's significant change in the safety aspect of things. And I hope that there's significant change in the administration's view to how we view safety and for sport people in general, so that we understand, look, it's not just a, hey, do whatever kind of thing. Lives can be lost and we need to really take things seriously.
All right. Well, Chris, until the next time we talk, man. Take it easy.
Until next time.
Yeah, man.
All right.
So that is Chris Gill on the inside, people. Some insight there into the track and what should and should not have happened, and just sport on, not just sport. I mean, look at it with the jet ski. Look at it with the like I said, the overloading of a truck that rolled down a hill and killed a child. I mean, these are things. There are reasons why you have safety mechanisms in place and you have rules and regulations. There is a reason why you have standards, whether it be international standards, local standards that you have to adhere to in terms of certain things. And there are reasons that these things exist. And hopefully, Colin Wilson's life is not lost in vain. And this will trigger some sort of action from the authorities to put the proper things in place to ensure that cyclists, footballers, if you're playing tennis, netball, whatever the sport is, you understand? You're pitching marble and all. The safety aspect of it is dealt with. There has to be a standard, and it has to be adhered to. And what's the funny thing? Fire will come and shut down our whole fete. If the stage, you understand? If the stage is not required height and this, fire will come and shut down your whole fete, power services, So if that is the standard and the safety standard as it relates to things like that, why is it that we cannot apply those things to sport? But we take the break, and when we come back, hopefully, hoping is here? All right, nice, yeah. So David Naked and Altair de Villasante from Spain, they are here. We're going to talk a little football with them. Stay tuned, we'll be back after this. Nothing for City, nothing for Manchester City. Ole done our Pep. Hello, Stefan Run Productions. Yes, run Stefan Run registration, $200. Where you getting? Listen, people, we know that a lot of 5Ks these days make it about what you're getting. But at Stefan Run Productions, we focus on what we are giving. This year, we are dealing with children living with autism through the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We give to the athletes with the largest prize structure of any 5K in Trinidad and Tobago, from $5,000 first place to $500 10th place. What do we give? You get a t-shirt, you get your customized medal, and of course you do get a complimentary breakfast along with all of the other promotions going on that morning, including your bread. Yeah, you're getting your bread. So I will see you at Run Stefan Run Sunday, April 26, 6 a.m. at QRC. Go get registered right now. You can register online at trinbagoevents.com, or if you prefer to pay cash, you can go to sports and games outlets nationwide and get registered today. If you have any problems, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. And remember, sometimes the best way to get is to give. See you at Run Stefan Run.
Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Pure Jazz. Tuesday, May 5th, Grammy-winning Esperanza Spalding. Then on Thursday, May 7th, Branford Marcellus Quartet. May 6th, Kingdom Night. Gospel Powerhouse Ty Trebet. Ada AE. Then feel the rhythm at Caribbean Fusion. Friday, May 8th, featuring the original Wailers with Al Anderson. Skip Marley, Cast the Band. Imran Nerdy, Dexter Daps. World Beats, Saturday, May 9th, Afrobeat Sensation Thames. Princess Lover, X-Man, Loose City, October 4, and Ella May. The Ultimate Celebration, Sunday, May 10th, featuring the legendary Billy Ocean. Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson, R&B icons Brandy and Monica. Online tickets available at stluciajazzandartsfestival.com.
Yo, this is Terry Lyons, and I am looking forward to be performing at the Lord Kitchener Legacy, April the 18th. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't miss it. Hey! Ha!
Get your tickets now for the Lord Kitchener Legacy, an extraordinary musical extravaganza happening on his 104th birthday, Saturday, April 18th at Napa. A distinctive night of honor, prestige, and calypso classics, relived by his proteges, including his son, Colonel Roberts, Chuck Gordon, Terry Lyons, Gypsy, Pink Panther, Anselm Douglas, Young Breda, College Boy Jesse, special guest appearances by the Lydian Singers, and Super Padman Dane Gulston. One show only. Saturday, April 18th, Napa, showtime 6 p.m.
Tickets $300 and $250. For more info, call 491-1802. The Lord Kitchener's Legacy.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. These people have no behavior. They have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger. How you know it's danger. When it comes to Mars, it's my deadly.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycareTT@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Are you living with pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes? Manage it with the unique Jameson 100% complete multivitamin with 400 micrograms of chromium to lower blood glucose, lutein for your eyes, B vitamins for energy, vitamin C, and lycopene for antioxidant support. Take a step towards a healthier tomorrow and make the proactive switch to Jameson today.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Introducing the new Sun Mix Nut Bar. Available in 3 delicious flavors: granola raisin nut, almond cranberry crunch, and coconut almond crisp. All packed on a rich bed of dark chocolate.
Taste the good life, snack right. Taste the good life anytime. The good life. Sun Mix.
Sunshine Snacks Sun Mix Nut Bar. Taste the good life.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
All right, people, so we're back on Breaking Dawn this morning. Beautiful Friday morning across Trinidad and Tobago. It's always good to see Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Sport, David Nackett. And I guess it is even more pleasing to see our Spanish coach in studio with us. We have our Spanish coach, Altia de Villasante, with us. And he's Barcelona. Barcelona?
Yes.
I see all lost at Atletico Madrid, boy. All in some trouble, just like Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool man, but we in more trouble than Barcelona. I have a funny feeling. All right, but there are some things going on in sport. Remember, I keep talking about a lot of things that are taking place in the background that people not seeing in the front line, maybe not being reported in the papers because it's positive stuff. And, you know, we like the negativity. So there's a lot of positive things. David Nackett started the league in the East-West corridor.
Correct.
And we're looking at the expansion of football on the whole and young people getting involved in the sport and improving the quality of players that we produce. And there's a lot of work going on in the background. Not just through David here, but through the Minister, Philip Watts, who's doing some things as well, along with other sports. I understand about beach volleyball tournament coming to Tobago, a partnership with CPL for some beach cricket tournament. That kind of, a lot of little things happening. Our primary school league that he just launched recently. A few things happening well, and we'll talk more about that in the 1 year recap. Yeah, as to what was achieved, maybe ministry by ministry in the first year. But on the issue that we have today, as we welcome Spanish coach Villasante, we want to talk about his presence here and what is in the. What are you cooking up? What are you cooking up? We're cooking.
Here we are.
Uh-huh.
This league has been going on. It's called the East-West Corridor Football League. And that is symbolic,
Yeah.
as you know, because we've had it throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
So this is the first grassroots minor league, you would say, as you would know from being from St. James. This is the first grassroots league that went the whole length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
Central, everywhere. And we had for over 800 to 1,000 players involved. We had over 48 teams. And now we've reached to the final 8. We have 2 games away from the final 8.
Right.
We never had that before in Trinidad and Tobago in a developmental program. I'll tell you why. We've always had like events, you know, at a weekend, at 2 weeks, and plenty photo ops for the ministers, plenty photo ops for the service providers and all kind of thing. And you give somebody a prize at the end, some medals, and that is it. But that is not really development.
Right.
What we've had here is months of work, every week, players working on the game, because this program, and this was the insistence of the Prime Minister, she insisted that the people involved in this development program, they must benefit financially. So before you'd have the service providers getting all the money. They provide service and they gain all the money. So the project, and caravan project that Foster Communities run, I look at those programs, the service providers linked to certain people. I ain't ready to bust that yet.
Right.
They were the ones benefiting the millions of dollars.
Right.
In this program, the players are the ones who benefit. So they have a $120,000 first prize in our minor league. In our minor league, $120,000. So they were playing. So these players were every week pushing themselves, coming back, winning games, losing games, coming back. But they were keeping all that trouble. People were remarking to us in the communities on a Thursday and a Friday night when men are accustomed to going and drink and lime on a Friday night. You know, Trinidad is saying Trinidad. Friday is Friday anyway.
Friday is Friday anyway.
Friday is Friday anyway.
Yeah.
Not in this league. We were playing games on Friday and people were coming, boys were coming, all the community was coming and look at them. We have a Simeon Road, which you know is sometimes what they like to call hotspot.
Yeah.
They would come and play, the whole community coming with them, forming a circle, praying. We have all of that documented on our Instagram account and all. Anyway, the most important thing is that this developmental program, inspired by the Prime Minister, we had terrific leads like Travis Mulrain and Ansel Elcock involved, Ron Laferre, Dexter Cyrus down in South, Arab Nelson in Tobago. We had a whole host of people, former players who were involved and working from their heart.
Right.
So we reached now the final 8. The Spanish coach came down, who will monitor the all-star team that we've picked from all of these players, and we're going to take them to Spain to perhaps try and change their lives.
Okay.
Because we have games lined up.
And this is a team from a minor league?
From a minor league. And these are guys who would have been, as you know, they would have been outside of not only national setup, but the TT Pro League setup.
Yeah.
So they are people who are not, we say, marginalized. They are the leftovers, so-called. And we brought them back into the mainstream, and we're hoping to perhaps, if they continue their development and continue their good work, maybe they go to Spain and they impress enough to a team to say, well, we could take a look at this fella, keep him on. You imagine how that will change our life, our family, our community.
Yeah.
And you can imagine how these boys will be looking forward to see football as a legitimate opportunity to get out of a life of crime.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, we've always said that sport is the way out, or one of the ways out, and we know we have talent. I'm sure that Coach Villasante, I mean, how long you been here?
7 days.
7 days?
7, 8 days.
So what have you observed so far?
Of course there is talent. I've seen players with 14, 15 years old that would be in the highest level of their age in Spain, I'm sure. But the problem is that 14, 15-year-old players cannot sign in Spain. Should be over 18 years.
Right.
Due to the FIFA rules, right?
Right.
Then that's why this league, U19 players, is the best age to do the trip. And try themselves in Spain, which is one of the highest levels in the world.
Oh yeah, well, I'm very sure all his favorites are in the World Cup. Well, it's between them and France, eh? They're between Spain and France right now. David, I know you can't dispute that. Spain and France are the two biggest teams in the world right now.
I'm back in African team.
Well, you're back in African team.
I'm back in African team.
Well, I mean, good luck with that, but I'm telling you what we're seeing from Spain and France is I'm just saying, Spain, right now, I mean, come on. You can't dispute that. They had to be favorites over the World Cup by now.
They might be favorites, but they're not winning.
No, but I mean, in terms of the have you seen the training sessions? How are our training sessions, you know, on par with international standard, or are there things that, you know, how do we improve if improvement is needed?
Of course, improvement is needed, but what I've seen is each place has its own identity to train and to do their own trainings and ways to train, right? So it's completely different how we train in Spain than trainings here. And mostly what I've seen here is practices.
Okay.
Yes, so it's match practice or matches to see which players we pick, because it's easier to see in a match the level of each player in the different positions than in a normal training.
Right.
So I haven't seen, let's say, real training yet.
Okay, and well, the quarterfinals, as you say, that's starting when?
Well, we have 2 games left in the round of 16.
Right.
2 games left. One team from St. Augustine goes to Tobago.
Okay.
Imagine that in a minor league. Supported by MP Khadija Amin, my sister. That is her team. St. Augustine Zooks will go to Tobago and play. And then when we have the final 8 set up, they'll start next week, please God.
Next week?
Yeah, but we already have the All-Star team in training.
Oh, the All-Star team already in training?
Some of those players are in the final 8 as well.
Okay.
So we'll be watching them for 6 months, you know what I mean? So this league has been
6 months already?
6 months already.
I remember when you come and you spoke about the launch of that league. And
exactly, 6 months.
And the league would have started 6 months ago.
6 months already.
Wow.
And you know, that is true development, because this is not an event.
Yes.
Over a weekend or 2 weekends. There's a true development needs time. It needs all the mistakes being made, corrected, going back to the drawing board, coming back, and that is how we develop young men. And that was the goal and objective of this by the Honorable Prime Minister, to develop these young boys that have been marginalized, bring them back into the mainstream. That's what she wanted, and I think we have achieved that.
And well, one of the things that I know people told me in recent times, sports going back into the community, right? That's one of the things that the league was able to do, as you mentioned, right? That the community coming out, and I think that's one of the elements that was missing, because that's how it was when I was growing up. The football was in the communities would come out to the football ground.
You come from one of the real community-based St. James.
Well, St. James, Arthur Sweet and Saturday.
Yeah, you can go a weekend without something at St. James.
And now it had nothing going on.
Something. No, St. James.
No, it had nothing. It had nothing going on in St. James.
Only pipers and
Well, I mean, look at the Pause League. Nobody Pause League. Laughing, laughing.
We used to come down from the east and mash up that, you know what I mean? Beat up them St. James.
But nothing is going on, because I mean, look at the grounds.
Nothing going on.
Even Coach Fuller, the grounds, the grounds that we have here. I know different climate, everything. But the standards of the football grounds in comparison to what is out there in Spain and other parts of the world is to me, is like chalk and cheese. I mean, a big difference. It's a huge difference. So I mean, the maintenance of these grounds and bringing them up to that kind of standards.
To be honest, Stefan, that is one of my bugbears for years, Trinidad. You know, we talk about, you know, we have all these facilities and so. But are they being maintained? You know, the PNM never maintain anything.
Right.
They build it, let it run down. They build it at exorbitant cost. We were just talking about Skinner Park. Poor ground. Matter of fact, OSHA, from what I understand, has banned all activity on the track, the cycling track, and the field. Imagine that banning the field as well. That's tell you how poorly laid that field was by the PNM. And that has been my bugbear, and that's one of the things that I spoke to the Prime Minister about, that we have really and truly, we have to leave that as a legacy to her. We have to have in each constituency, we have 41 constituencies, we must put an all-weather field in each constituency by the time that the Prime Minister has served this country. That must be a legacy to sport, because Altair can tell you what that does to our community. When you put an all-weather field, meaning you can play almost all sports on that 24/7. Low-cost maintenance. Because you know here, when rainfall...
But yeah, when rainfall, the ground...
And when it dry, it's a dust bowl.
It's dust, yeah.
It's dust bowl. It makes no sense. It doesn't lend to the improvement of technique and proper... And in cricket, it can be played on an all-weather field.
On an all-weather field.
Yeah, you lay down, you put on your mat and cricket like normal. That's what they do now in the Middle East. All these cricket teams coming up in the Middle East because of these all-weather fields. And I saw Coach Altair could tell you more about that. In Spain, that's what they do at the league level.
Tell us about it.
There's a big difference in terms of fields and infrastructure. There's a huge difference. The first training or a practice I came to watch, I saw the ball and I said, this is not a ball, this is a rabbit, because it was bouncing. So, how players can improve the rhythm of the game if they need to focus on control this rabbit every time and stop the ball and play. Very difficult. So the rhythm in Spain is faster. Ball runs very fast from one side to the other side. So here it's very difficult because you need to focus on stop the ball and pass, and it's bouncing all the time.
Right.
So
yeah, because the facilities, the facilities, like in any sport, right? The standard of the facility raises the standard of
100%.
Of quality.
100%.
Right. So, I could understand why we're in the position that we're in, where we have, how many teams? 44 teams in the World Cup. How much come from
48, I think. It's 48.
It's 48?
Yeah,
48 teams in the World Cup. How much come from CONCACAF?
CONCACAF? All I know is not Trinidad.
We ain't make it. So, you know, but...
All I know is Curacao. All I know is Curacao, we used to beat...
Do you see that feeling in Curacao?
Yeah, actually.
You see the fielders played on in Curacao?
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's tough.
That's grass, all the shot.
Yeah, you hear what? The 5G all-weather, that's what I'm talking about, Stefan. People don't know. The 5G all-weather fields now, you gotta, Travis was telling me yesterday, you gotta actually go and touch that surface to see if it's real gas, because you don't know. From the outside, it looks like real gas. That's how good it is. And it's not like long time AstroTurf, where people get all kind of knee problems and injuries and falling down. And when they slide tackle, they have a big cut they come out. No, this is like real grass. And it's not that expensive. You put that down in every constituency in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me tell you something, man. You raise the whole level, not only in participation for all sports, but you raise the whole technical level of the country when you do that.
Yeah, because I watched that field and it's like, as like Bobby, right? FIFA standards, boy, that's
that's a real feel. You know? Let me tell you more. Belgium, when they had problem in the Moroccan communities in Brussels, you know what they did? Without, very quietly, they went and put on in the Moroccan communities in Brussels, they went and put on a all-weather field over a span of about 5-6 kilometers. They put on every 400 meters, they put on a all-weather field. And let's play down there. You know, crime went down 30%. All the Moroccans and them start going to and play football, form teams.
Oh, they get nice field to play on.
Yeah, they get nice. You know what I mean? You can't get this. You think you can tell them, you can tell your son and them go and play in Mandela Park now?
Nah.
He's sipsing at you. He watching every day Sunday, he watching Man City play on you watching Barcelona play on.
Yeah.
That's what they want now.
When you watch it and through, look, I watching football, you know, I just followed English Premier League, La Liga, you name it, Ligue 1, Serie A,
everything.
Bundesliga, Eredivisie, you name it. I just take it in, right? Because that's my sport. You know, football is it for me. And when I was coming up, right, like when I was growing up, football was the sport. Cricket was there, basketball, and other sports were there, eh? But it was always in Trinidad and Tobago, it was always football. When you go on lunchtime in school and you take off your shirt, it's football you go and play lunchtime. You don't go and play nothing else. You understand what I'm saying? And I am hoping, the secondary school football league, we know it have talent. We know we have talent coming out of the secondary school football league.
Plenty.
But is the transition, right, to the national and to the seniors, right? So maybe coach could help us with that, because that's the one thing that I think the rest of the world has done way better than us. We can't seem to be up to that standard at all. Is that succession planning and that transition from youth into senior?
For me, from what I know, the structure it makes the difference here, because you have different parallel leagues with primary school, high school, academies, and that needs a structure from the beginning to the end, from grassroots to the national team.
Right.
And this is what we have in Spain. This is what English Federation has. This is what every federation in Europe implements. And this is the key to monitor talent, to follow up all the stages.
Is it necessarily a money thing? Like, okay, is it necessarily that transition and for it to be on of international standard? Is it about the money, or is it about the opportunity and players getting the opportunity to make the money?
It's about planning, and planning always needs some investment, right?
Right.
That's it. It's simple. It's structure it well.
Right.
Invest on facilities, invest on coaching education, invest on the infrastructure.
Right. Because
simple.
So it is a structural problem, according to what the coach
always has been.
Why is always said I no money in football here?
Eh? What?
I just always said I no money in football here.
Well, you have to create the environment to bring money into football.
Okay.
We used to say I no money in cricket. I remember I remember when we was playing football, we used to laugh at cricketers. At least we used to get a box of chicken and chips. Cricketers, we used to be out there 4, 5, 6 hours and they used to get nothing, just water.
Yes.
But now
CPL and IPL come and change the dynamics.
The whole
and
game, right?
Fellas making serious money.
Serious money. You know, they play 1-2 years and they're set for life.
And they're set for life. So yeah.
We have to have the same kind of ambition when it comes to football. But we have to place the infrastructure, as Coach Altea said. And that, you just mentioned the perfect league in Trinidad and Tobago for that development. The most important league in Trinidad and Tobago is the secondary schools football league. That, without a doubt. Why? It embraces community, church, school, and we catch those players at that age that we need to, and they have the most fans. You go to a pro league game, you're lucky to get 10 people in the stands, right?
Yeah.
Exclusive of parents, family and all that. You go to that league, you go to any games until now, St. Mary's Fatima, St. Mary's Creasy, St. Mary's St. James, wherever game playing, you have fans. You have to build on that. And I've been stressing that since I've been here. You have to have direct investment. But here in Trinidad and Tobago, people, when they hold on to that chair here, it's like they hold on to something else. I want to say it on their program.
Yeah.
They hold on to that chair here, they want to let it go, birds. You know what I mean? And you come with them with ideas, they feel if they change it, oh, they start to worry what this shareholder say and what the stakeholders say. Man, you have a gem, which is the secondary schools league. Invest in that. Put coaching in that, as Coach Altea said. Get the best coaches in the country, get them into that league. If not in the first teams, get them in the teams in the schools. That's what you have to do, invest in the schools. Yeah. And you can make that secondary schools league in Trinidad and Tobago like how it used to be back. Why it was back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, why that league was so popular?
Yeah, that league was the league.
I remember when we played, when I was playing St. Mary's.
That's secondary school football league.
We played St. Mary's, we play against Creasy, for example. Yeah. From the ropes around St. Mary's field, 6 rows deep.
Pack up with people, real people.
People fighting to come up the ropes to see games. Not anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's facts.
But we here in Trinidad and Tobago, we know how to turn a victory into defeat. And I say that is the legacy of the PNM. They really don't know how to create something. They hold on to everything like a PNM party group and spoil it eventually. And that is an absolute shame. And I hope in this Football Federation, who I think until now they have done a poor job, and I'm calling them out publicly, they've done a poor job in terms of football development and in presenting a proper product to the public. And they look like it's same old, same old. They don't want to reach out to people for help. But they're not cutting it. Reach out to people for help.
Yeah, I thought he moved with Dwight York because I thought they should have tried to hold on to him. I mean, Dwight York, and then this generation too, who watching football and thing, I don't think they understand how good Dwight York really was.
No, he was an excellent player. I don't know as a coach. I ain't talking about.
No, but I mean, in terms of using, all right, we know we have all this talent, but when you have somebody who has achieved like a Dwight York,
you have a symbol there.
Or like a Brian Lara in cricket,
Right.
you have a role model for people to.
That is
look,
extremely important.
And they could give a lot of guidance and because
extremely important.
I just always say one of the most deadly combinations I ever see in the English Premier League was Dwight York and Andy Cole. And I's a Liverpool fan, and that coming from me, right? But in that era, Andy Cole and Dwight York,
Marshall,
the chemistry these guys had, it's like they know where either one would be at any point in time. They knew each other inside out. It was just a total chemistry. But still, he's the only player from Trinidad and Tobago that I know of that play for that kind of top tier team in the Premier League for that kind of money and win everything.
No, without a doubt, our most famous export was Dwight York.
And we're not utilizing him. The same way we're not utilizing, I would say, a Gene Samuel in cycling, or we're not utilizing.
Oh, well, we
you
could go on even more.
It must have a place for
Gene
these.
is an excellent example.
Yeah.
Gene is an excellent example. And Dwight too, but more so than one person is that level of coaches, the lower level of coaches. We have some really good coaches at the lower level that we need to start utilizing.
Okay.
We have a cadre of coaches in Trinidad and Tobago that Anton Cornell assembled. He coached Jamal Shabazz, Travis Mulrain, and all these coaches that came through the system that they need to use. But you see, everybody here wants a high-profile job. They want a job coaching the national team. They want a job. We need to put them into the schools. I remember this girl, Stacey Subat. You know Stacey Subat, the hockey player?
Yeah.
That's my girl. She's always sent me a message ever so often, and she's very right. David, coaches in school.
Coaches,
Coaches in schools. Every once in a while I send her a message, and that is it. We have to have our best coaches at the lowest level in order to create the kind of development that we need to transition from primary school to secondary school to a club and then to the national team. We have to have the best coaches.
All right. Well, just before we run out of time here, Coach Villasante, yeah, man. Good to have a Spanish coach, Roman Trinidad and Tobago.
You can't get better Spanish football.
I tell you, no, it's Italian, it's back Italian international.
You batting as it?
3 World Cup and we missed 3 World Cups straight.
Stefan, tell me back in a racist society.
I always back Italy since Palarossi. I always back
Italy was
Italy.
a different society then. I used to be going to Italy when I first went to Europe. Every chance I had, I was driving over to Italy from Switzerland. Italy has changed into a society that I do not recognize.
Serious?
They were then inclusive, all-embracing, becoming cosmopolitan. Italy in the last decade has evolved into a very racist, segregated society. You used to see the comments coming from the Italian FA about African players.
Yeah.
I say God is great, karma is a bitch. Sorry to say that. And Italy get everything they deserve. They can't make a World Cup. For here, you don't watch Trinidad? You don't watch Trinidad? Italy can't make a World Cup.
We have 4, eh? But we have made the last 3. But I guess they ought to be paid for something. They ought to be paid for something, right? But in terms of Coach Villasante here, just in closing, any comments as it relates to your experience here, Trinidad and Tobago on the whole, maybe outside of football, just the whole, the people that you have met, that you've interacted with. You said you thought double set?
Travis.
You thought double set?
Yeah, because I know he doubles. I'm allergic to China. I haven't taken him for doubles. But Travis promising him a doubles long time. So I think after we leave here, I think you go buy something. You are the real man here. You are the real man here to guide us.
Chef will make no doubles. Chef will make no doubles. But no, you have to take some doubles. But any comments on just the country itself and coming here, this little dot on the map?
Completely new experience, nice experience. Enjoying football, enjoying players, enjoying the country.
Yeah, man.
And nothing else to say.
All right, good man. But hopefully you spot some talent that could have a future outside of Trinidad and Tobago, because we need some exports.
Yeah, well tried.
We do. We need some exports as examples to other youths that look.
And to raise
level too. Yeah. That we have, I don't even know what we're doing with players. What Kenman doing these days?
Kenman was coaching in QRC. I really don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Carlos Edwards.
We leave all these cadre coaches, we leave them out. But we now as a government, we have to find a way to get them in the system.
Right.
We have to get all these institutions, the SSFL and all of them, that's why we have this league going on here.
Right.
We've got people involved, we've got new coaches involved. We have to create the opportunities, the pathways, and that's what we intend to do with this government.
All right, nice man. Well, Parliamentary Secretary David Naked and of course Spanish coach Villasante. Good luck to him in the World Cup with Spain, but even more so, you're going to need a huge piece of luck against Atletico Madrid next week Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yeah, but don't worry, you need as much luck as I will need against PSG. So it's all happening.
Yeah, right.
I get 4 from City, I get 2 from PSG. I don't know what will happen against Fulham. The team just look like they're totally despondent. And a slot have to go. Xabi Alonso, I'm hoping I get a Spanish coach next season. I hope Xabi Alonso signed with Liverpool because he ain't doing nothing right now.
Yeah, good pick.
I think that'll be that'll be the thing, because I was explaining earlier, right? Just on this point. I was explaining that Liverpool staying on in 5th, right?
Right.
So people worried about them dropping out the Champions League because they wouldn't be able to attract players, right, for Champions League football next season. But I say, no, if you look at Xabi Alonso, what he do at Bayer Leverkusen, he didn't have no big star players here.
No, not
He had a real good squad that he was able to coach and become, right? And then you go on Real Madrid, just from a coaching standpoint, this is what I'm going to ask you here.
Okay.
And then he had egos to manage. He had Vinicius and Mbappe and Bellingham and this one and that one. So in terms of coaching, right, how do you manage those egos?
It's very difficult. Very difficult. I think it's difficult to say because this club is very difficult to manage, honestly. But should be coaches with a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And coaches with a big background in behind. Like Zidane, like Ancelotti, these kind of coaches are needed for this kind of players and team.
Yeah. Because you see players that don't want to come off, like Vinny don't like to come off the field, Salah don't like to come off, Ronaldo in the prime, you couldn't pull you off in the 70th minute, you're mad. Them fellas want to stay till the final whistle. So, managing that from a coaching standpoint, you will always have players who think it's an ego thing. And even on our level, we have fellas who ain't reach nowhere yet, but they're still the head swell, What we going to do about them?
Who swell the head, I think?
That's a good question. Who swell the head? All right, so I'll tell you what, people. So we gotta wrap things up with David Naked and of course Coach Villasante. And we looking forward to the quarterfinal rounds. Of course, the last rounds in round of 16,
right.
And then the quarterfinal round starts with the final 8. So, and then the All-Star. There's this All-Star team that already in coaching, and they will head out to Spain. And we will get some feedback on that as things go along.
As things go along, in May
who traveling with them?
who travel? Well, we have the coaches and maybe of course, the physios and so. So I think we'll have a group of about 30 people going.
All right. If we could get a link, come on and we do a Zoom interview with them from Spain.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right. To get some feedback as to what the All-Star team doing and how the whole experience is in Spain.
Yes.
I'll talk to you about that. So when they head out there, we could do a Zoom and do a follow-up with the All-Star team from Spain via Zoom. So people, keep it right here. We will be back after this. No? Oh, the bird. All right. Sorry. That's why you tell me check my phone. Yes. All right now. Well, next time tell me why now. All right. So I got some birthdays. Let me just get these, and then we wrap up. So here we go. Well, is that good to all? Let's stick around. We have some people to tell up. Only two? All right. So we got to say good morning and happy birthday to Janice, Grandma Janice. Huh? She's our grandmother?
What? Well done, Janice.
Just now. That was zooming there. Nah, man. She's our grandmother? All right, Grandma Janice, a very happy birthday. And may God bless her with many more birthdays in the future. This is coming from Leanne, Asia, Zaria, Luke, and Jada. And they said they love you, Grandma. I can't believe she's a grandmother. Nah, she's too young.
Brother Stefan, you know who birthday is today?
Who birthday?
Big up. Happy birthday to the Honorable Minister of Works and Infrastructure.
Jolene John
birthday today.
Happy birthday. What? Happy birthday going on to Jolene John.
Jolene John. You can't forget that.
Jolene John is our April child?
Yeah.
The 10th of April.
That's why she's so miserable. Yeah. April children is the most miserable set of people. Happy birthday, Miss John.
I know you're talking about my mother's April.
What? My father's April. Miserable, stubborn.
Oh boy. Happy birthday going on to Minister of Works, man. Julie John. And she's when they say the Minister of Works, they don't, that's a double entendre because she's a workhorse.
Yeah.
That woman does work, boy. Iron line. And finally here we got to say happy birthday going on to Lyndon Giuseppe and Vishnu Ramcharan. They will celebrate their birthday on Sunday, April the 12th. And that is Lyndon and Vishnu there in a picture. So happy birthday to you guys. And that is in my mother's kitchen. So they were definitely there to eat. I know that for sure. All right. So I'll tell you what. We wrap up for today. And until Monday, people, Monday, I'll go through that World Bank report where Trinidad and Tobago will move from, they estimate, or they predict that we're going to move from 0.7 GDP to 3.2. And I'll break that down. I'll go through some explanations with that and just break it down for you and show you why we're heading in the right direction and what were the moves that was made to get us in the right direction. So look out for that on Monday, amongst other things that we'll be going to be talking about over the weekend. So until then, have a great weekend. We out. Hello, Stefan Run Productions. Yes, run Stefan Run registration, $200. What are you getting? Listen, people, we know that a lot of 5Ks these days make it about what you're getting. But at Stefan Reach Productions, we focus on what we are giving. This year, we are dealing with children living with autism through the Autistic Society of Trinidad and Tobago. We give to the athletes with the largest prize structure of any 5K in Trinidad and Tobago, from $5,000 first place to $500 10th place. What do we give? You get a t-shirt, you get your customized medal, and of course you do get a complimentary breakfast along with all of the other promotions going on that morning, including your bread. Yeah, you're getting your bread. So I will see you at Run Stefan Run Sunday, April 26, 6 a.m. at QRC. Go get registered right now. You can register online at trinbagoevents.com, or if you prefer to pay cash, you can go to sports and games outlets nationwide and get registered today. If you have any problems, call 345-3380 or 482-5531. And remember, sometimes the best way to get is to give. See you at Run Stefan Run.
Scandal in
San Fernando, you asked that we listen. Scandal in Citrus is coming back to South at Zappa. 2 nights only. Saturday the 11th of April at 8:30 p.m. and Sunday the 12th at 6:30 p.m. Tickets available at K Squared Fashions, at C3 Center and Brentwood Mall in Chagonas, and at Fens by the Roundabout in Marabella. Box office at Zappa opens from Tuesday 7th April 12 noon to 6 p.m. daily. Scandal in Citrus is back, and we're at Zappa, San Fernando. It's a bacchanal.
Scandal in Cedrus.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes, detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Chaguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Let's get it started. I say, whoa yo, all so come and take a jump and let we start it by the drum, let we start it by the drum. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Line it up, bring the shots and line it up. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Look at lights in the back, watch my canal in the front. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Come let we party on the road. Take a jump and let we start it by the drum, let we start it by the drum. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Line it up, bring the shots and line it up. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Look at lights in the back, watch my canal in the front. Party on the road, there's a party on the road. Come let me party on the road. So let me see your hands up in the air, wave them up in the band. People from everywhere,
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility, which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed, fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.